Interested in a K5 Pro? Today we're going to go over 5 reasons why you should consider purchasing one. So stick around, homie, and learn why it's so valuable! Greetings, boss head, and welcome aboard. Stuart Chelsea, home studio basics.com, helping you make sound decisions leading to a beautiful audio experience that will make you fall in love with music all over again. So, here are my top 5 reasons to stop everything you're doing right now and consider purchasing a K5 Pro. Number 5. It's a dirt cheap amp DAC combo and easy to set up with your PC. Just plug and play, no RCA cables needed. You don't have to purchase an amp or DAC separately, which can also be a bit intimidating for new users. At around $150, they're basically giving it away considering everything it can do. We'll get into that in a bit. Number 4, it has plenty of power. A lot of amps and DACs out there boast about a lot of things, but don't have quite enough juice to go along with their claims. At least unbalanced. The FiO K5 Pro's 2 gain stage on the front for easy access provides plenty of peace of mind for even the most audiophile of audiophile snobs. I'm looking at you! You'll likely never even need the highest setting, but it's always nice to have that headroom available to you. I'm hardly ever using gain at all, if you can believe it. If you do end up purchasing a more demanding set of cans down the road, the K5 Pro will be looking over your shoulder, but only because it has your back. Number 3, it can run pretty much any high-res file you throw at it and does work with MQA. Just ensure the K5 Pro is set to exclusive mode inside Tidal and the color will change from blue 44.1K to yellow anything over 48K. For DSD, the halo light will turn green like a Ninja Turtle. There's simply not much else you could ask for in a desktop rig such as this. It doesn't brew handjobs or give... It doesn't brew handjobs. It doesn't give It doesn't give hand jobs or brew coffee yet, but word on the street is FiO's working on a revision for all that. Just kidding. Ooh boy. Number 2, speaking of what it actually can do, this combo is capable of quite a bit. It has a set of RCA inputs and outputs, meaning you can connect it to a separate powered speakers or a separate amplifier, and the RCA inputs allow you to use it as just an amp from a separate DAC. You can also use the inputs from a K5 Pro to a turntable via the RCA males, as most USB turntables have them. This is perhaps the most simple setup with a turntable and headphones that exists, and I love spinning records with my K5 Pro and K702 while I search for good samples or just kick back to some tunes. But wait, there's more! Use it as a dedicated gaming/film rig with its optical input. Just run an optical cable from your console into the K5 Pro, plug it into power, and shut up. I bet you never thought your mom would be encouraging you to sit on your ass and play video games, but she will once she gets a load of this power, puppy! Lastly, it's got coaxial input for use with anything in a home theater environment. To cycle between your different options, just use the switch on the far left. Number 1, S, will be used for SPDIF, which is just optical or coax. Number 2, L for line, is for use with the RCA inputs and outputs. And number 3, U for USB, is when it's plugged into your PC. Pretty simple and straightforward. Number 1. It sounds good, and isn't that the most important part? With an output impedance of 1.2, it's not completely neutral but also doesn't sound overly warm. I think it strikes a nice middle ground between enjoyable and dead neutral. Your music will sound beautiful and full-bodied, voluminous, dynamistic, scale, synergistic. Insert word salad here. The performance of this amp DAC is astonishing at a mere $150. Real talk! Don't overthink it. I would classify this amp DAC as a kickback and relax type of homie. Speaking of, check my t-shirt design of the same name down below. I know you'll love it. All relevant links down below as well. Please consider purchasing from one of them as it helps the blog and channel out immensely. Any support is much appreciated. So are you ready for the next video in the Before You Buy series? Click on over to my right and let's dive in.